Hello everyone, it is Susie and I hope everybody's doing well. I have been so busy. It seems like I know it's been at least 2 weeks since I've done a video. But we got back from Watch Cheer. There were 4 of us that went, and always love going to Watch Cheer, Iowa. If you have never been to the big outdoor flea market and you like, just chippy wood things or shabby or gosh, just anything old, Watch Cheer is the place to be. And we usually go twice a year. We try to go in the spring, which sometimes it gets rained out and we don't make the trip. And then we go in the fall, which I believe is in October. But I think, I could be wrong about that. But we try to go in the spring and the fall. And it's about a 5-hour drive for us from where I'm at in Missouri. But it is just a good time for us. There's always 3 of us that go, but sometimes there might be 4. So my 2 nieces and my sister and I make the trip. And one of the nieces just now has kind of got on board going with us. So this was her first trip, and I think she enjoyed it. But anyway, so I have just been busy, and I opened a new booth at, so that's 2 booths I have now. So that took me a little bit of my time. And so crafting has just been kind of on the back burner. But anyway, but I did get one journal made. Now, I did not make this journal. I am putting this in the Etsy shop. I purchased this from a vendor that is very close to where I'm at a little antique shop. Just a really cute in Crocker, Missouri. And just kind of wanted to support a local. And I like looking through it as well. I like to see what others do. But I am putting it in the Etsy shop. I don't need it. And anyway, so this one I did not make. But it is still a fun journal. And anyway. But I did make another blank journal out of just an old book. And this is a very old book. You can tell that it is kind of coming loose even from the original cover. Now I have glued it where it was on around. I've glued it down, but it is a very old book, and it just has an older. I can't hardly tell. It looks like a train conductor or something. I'm not sure exactly what it is with the picture here, but anyway, just a fun old book. So I am going to start with the little book here that I have altered. It is going in the shop just as Do and Dare. And another thing I want to mention before I get started, I am going to have my sale, the monthly sale, on Saturday. This coming Saturday, May 20th. So this is 2023. So just in case this gets to be an old video, it'll be Saturday, May 20th, 2023. So I am going to have the sale probably be in the afternoon when I get the video posted for it. So, but anyway, I have got some really good things in the sale, or some fun items in the sale again this time. So anyway, this journal is going to measure around 4 3/4 by 7 1/4. So, and the spine is about like an inch, and looks about like an inch and a fourth. Yeah, about an inch and a fourth spine. So anyway, I have just added a little bit of old lace and just some fabric. Just wanted to kind of do something different. Now, I did not decorate anything except for the envelopes. This is just a vintage envelope. And I actually put an old photo on it. I had come into some old photos at a yard sale. And so I added an old photo. I thought that would be fun. Added some vintage paper there. And just mixed my papers up again. That's just a book page there. This is an old statement paper. And I got my dictionary page. And I did put the buttons there in the center of the signatures. It's about 10 folded pages is what it is. So there's the other half of that little vintage statement paper. And this is up. I can't. I've cut off the date, so I don't know what the date is. But these were pretty old. Oh, 1940. So I knew those were old. Those were like some school, just some school office paper there that they had wrote down. I don't know, grades or something. And then this, of course, is an older 1952 paper. Here is another piece of the old envelope, and you can see I've added the photo there. And these are what I had gotten in a swap. They had sent them to me, and I wanted to use those up, so I did use several of these little pieces here. And then this here, I've just added masking tape to hold that old envelope here, and I've made one booklet. And this is just out of an old large photo. This was another photo that I'd gotten in that bunch from a yard sale. And so anyway, I just decided to make a little booklet out of it. And just a few little pages there to go in it. And I'm going to put it this way. And then I decorated, of course, the back side of that envelope there. And then I've just used kind of the same little papers there that I had used in the other signature. And here's some I just ripped. This was 1975 out of Springfield, Missouri. Another piece of that school paper there. And then here, just another piece of that half of the torn paper there. And there is that. And another one of those little general invoices. And then here is another old envelope. I believe this is 1975. And I've added the old photo there as well. I didn't put anything in the envelopes. I just thought that would be fun for the recipient to do. And then there's another piece of that letter. And there, of course, is the center. And this is the blank journal. So I wished I had gotten more made, but I just didn't. I just didn't. And then here is the other part of that envelope, and I've just added an old photo there. I love those old photos. And then here is the back. So anyway, there is that, and like I said, that will go in as do and dare. That's what that will go in as in the Etsy shop. And then here is this. Here they've used like an old doily, or an older doily. I wouldn't call it a vintage doily, but it could be. And then they've just used some kind of trim there to cover the spine. And they've just kind of covered that book. So I don't know what kind of book it was, because it is definitely covered. But they've used just some embellishments there is what they've used, and like an old necklace or something, some old mother of pearl buttons, I think there. Not so old buttons there. But anyway, I'm just going to call this, now this one's going to go in the Etsy shop as embellished, altered book journal. That's kind of what I'm just going to put it as in the shop. But they did a really cute job. Oh, I can see that has come up where it bends, so I'm not going to glue it down, but if you want to glue it down, you can. I'm not going to do that. Here it looks like some vintage tickets and an old photo and an old price. I really thought this was cool when I seen this. And then here is an old, that is very thin. Oh, that's not old. I think that's just like like you get from maybe your creative studio or one of those places. That's what that feels like. That's probably not vintage. But now these are vintage. The little tag, I just love this. I loved all the stuff that they put in it. Here's some old photos here. And their pages are made out of like cardstock and like thicker, just thicker board of some sort, like you get in shirts or things like that. So here is just an old photo thing here. Here's another, like a piece of... Okay, so the battery did die, so I'm going to just kind of repeat myself here because their binding is different too. I'm not sure how they even bound this. I mean, they did it with string, but I'm not sure what method they went by to bind it. But this is just some more of that, like your creative studio and those kind of places where you get that ephemera. Here's an old memories picture where you could develop your film. I love this. It's 2 pockets. Here's some trim here that she'd added in. Some old newspaper. These are just really cute. That's just another paper there. This is an old ad. I just thought it was cute. Whoever did it did a really good job. I would say that they were probably new to doing journals, I would guess, the way that they bound it, because they really didn't use a method that, I don't know. I'm not sure where they even would have come up with how they bound it, but they did a good job. An E for effort, for sure. And this is just an old paper, and they've glued that on there. This is just some more of those little thick cards. They're not vintage. Where she's just added a lot of vintage things and kind of glued them on. Here's an old birthday card. But you can see how thick the paper is for the pages. Here's an old postcard here. A lot of old hymnal they used. Seems like that's 2 pages, yeah. Here's an old, kind of a frail page there. Part of an old envelope here. And some more just trim. I don't believe this is vintage trim here, but... And another old photo with some old clippings there. Here's an old envelope. And this could possibly be just an old letter. Yeah. Just an old letter. 1957, so. And it just goes in the envelope there. Here's an old report card. 1944 to 1945 is the school year. Here's an old ad. And I'll just tuck that under there. Another one of those little pocket. Oh, she added a couple little old photos here. I absolutely love these old photos. I just adore them. So, looks like the same people, same shots there. Here's some lace, and here's just some old, what's this? 1907 collector's office for taxes. Here's another old, this is an original. It's the real deal. 1907 collector's office, state of Missouri, Greene County. That'd be Springfield and around that area. So those are some fun vintage pieces. And then she's actually glued this tax receipt on. That is cute. Love the handwriting. Love, love, love the handwriting. And here is the back of the book. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures she's made. There. That's what it kind of looks like by just opening, and you can kind of see down in the book there. But anyway, like I said, I just had purchased this to kind of just support a local journaler our creator there. And I didn't need the book, but I did. And so anyway, this will be going into the Etsy shop. And it has a little piece of seam binding that ties it together. So anyway, guys, that is it for this this video. But don't forget that this Saturday, this video will go up Thursday, so that will be Saturday. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to catch you at the sale. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.